We just got exclusive access inside this house before anyone else. In fact, we're gonna show 2 of those homes to you today, but that's not all I'm gonna show you. Today, I'm gonna tour you around this brand new community near Tampa that is gonna be the biggest, baddest community for the next few years to come, and it's just breaking ground now. Then we will talk about some of these deals you can get on these homes as they are in pre-sale mode. Talk to you about some of the crazy amenities in the community, and I'm not just talking about a resort-style pool. The developer really kicked things up a notch, including a real deal country club, a golf course, even the idea of a possible equestrian village. We are not playing around today, so sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Let's get the day started with explaining a bit about the community, and I will make sure to keep it brief because we are getting exclusive access weeks before the grand opening to show you these 2 new home models, and I'm pumped because I've heard they are absolutely stunning. So let's talk about what brought us here. Well, back in 2015, the Starkey Ranch community broke ground and put Odessa on the map. Then came Epperson and Wesley Chapel, bringing the nation's very first 7.5-acre Crystal Lagoon. Years before that, Fishhawk did the same for Lithia and Waterset in Apollo Beach. My point is, sometimes a single concept like this, massive communities can transform an area, and I truly believe 2 Rivers will do the same for the area of Zephyr Hills. Upon completion, 2 Rivers will include nearly 6,000 homes, townhomes, and villas throughout more than 15 villages. New homes in 2 Rivers will range from the high 300,000s to over $5 million and offer a range of best-in-class builders. The community will also have its own schools covering K through 12th grade and up to 3.3 million square feet of office, retail, and commercial space. But I will save all the juicy amenities for after the home tours because I think you're gonna wanna see these 2 new beauties. All right, folks, so I met up with Kit here. He is the representative for Pulte. So if you ever come down to 2 Rivers and you wanna check out these homes, he's gonna be your guy. But Kit, tell us about what's going on here in 2 Rivers. I mean, we're just breaking ground, a lot of construction here, but the 2 models are ready to go. You're getting me in before the grand opening, and I appreciate that. From the outside, what are we gonna see here today?
So I'm excited to show you these 2 models because what Pulte did in this community compared to all of my other communities, it did super elevated standard features. You could already see like the tile roofs and some of the upgraded elevations, but also inside the home, we're gonna have a lot of nice standard features that come included in that base price you see online.
No, absolutely, and throughout this these 2 tours, the one thing you're gonna notice is that Pulte is really kicking things up, I thought it was just the 2 models. He actually has an entire sales center that comes in and really gives you the vibe, tells you about the construction side. It's not just about those upgrades anymore. It's like, hey, we want to show you the quality construction, so I can appreciate that. 2 of the models we're going to see today are going to be the Scarlet, and we have the Roseland over there. Yep. We're talking 5 bedrooms, 3,500 square feet, and over there it's over 4,000. Yep. Now, folks, as we're moving inside, just want to remind you, if you're new to me, I'm Adam Morjohn with Tampa Florida Living. I'm a licensed realtor, born and raised right here in Tampa, and I have an amazing team that eats, sleeps, and breathes real estate. Please, it doesn't matter if it's a resale home or a new construction home like we're gonna see today, give us a call. Our info's right on the screen. All right, folks, so we are getting started on the first floor here with the Scarlet model. Right now, tell us about this series. So this is gonna be different than the next home, so make sure to stick around for that one. But the Scarlet, this is the 50-foot wide lot. Yep. So what do we have in this series of home? What can we expect?
Yeah, so we're in the Legacy series. This is on a 50-foot home site where we build it. It's going to start out right around 2,000 square foot and work its way all the way up to 3,600, which is what we're in right now, the Scarlet. We have a lot of different plans to choose from in there, starting single story and ranging to 2 levels.
Yep. Now, price range, you said these are going to start somewhere around the 500,000 and then work their way up.
Yep, right? Absolutely. So they start in the high 4s and work their way up to the high 5s.
All right, and I can already start to see some of these upgrades coming in, and this is your kind of your first level. I don't want to say your starter level, but it is your first level within 2 Rivers.
Absolutely.
Right?
There's a lot of included features with this home that you would normally pay for that come included with that base price.
Yep. Now, right here from this foyer, talk to me about these ceilings. I mean, you got tray ceilings, wood beams overhead, but how tall are these ceilings?
Yep, so you have a 10-foot flooring on here instead of a 9-foot floor. That's one of the elevated features. Yep. Also, you're looking at 8-foot doors, which come standard on your first floor. Yep. And not upstairs. And
with this series, I know we're going to see a lot of upgrades. Is that something that's included, or that's going to be tacked on to the base price of the home like people see online?
Yeah, there's a good amount included in here, but there's also a good amount of upgrades. Buyers will have the chance to go to the design center and really make it their own. So to answer your question, there's a good amount of upgrades in here that buyers can select from, but not all of them they would have to pay for, being that they're included.
All right, so you can still choose that with a 50-foot series?
Absolutely. They'll have the chance to go to the design center, meet one of my specialists, and really make that home their own. room.
All right. And then, folks, in this series, a lot of times they are going to, sell some, or you're going to see more of them as the move-in ready homes where it's all just one big package, okay? Yeah. So now, starting down here, the very first thing coming off the foyer, you're going to have what could be, to me, a mother-in-law suite, a guest suite. It's just a really nice, spacious bedroom with its own full bath, right? And then as we start to move in the home, tell me about these flooring, because I know it's LVP, but it's a little bit nicer. It's wider.
Yep, so we got a few levels of luxury vinyl planking we offer now, level 1 and 2. This is level 2. What you're seeing is a little thicker, a little wider piece, and a little bit bigger of a beam. The whole industry's kind of went to an LVP product, which is why we're rolling this in this model. But yes, to your point, huge plank makes the space feel a lot more grand.
Absolutely. And in this house, I noticed from the outside, it looks like a 2-car garage, but with this size home, you're gonna have a couple people living here, maybe a couple drivers.
Sure.
And so you mentioned it's a tandem garage.
Yep.
That's, basically what, a 3-car garage. Now, is that third spot though, which means it goes deep, is that a golf cart or full car, or what is that?
Yeah, you could fit 3 full cars in here. You're in Two Rivers, you're probably gonna have a golf cart. Super nice.
So is it golf cart friendly in here?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So, happy hours at the clubhouse, picking the kids up off the stop. You can probably want to put a golf cart in there.
Yep. All right, so let's kind of break into the heart of the home here. I think we've got a lot of the details out of the way. One thing I did see, again, I'm gonna mention it right now, is just 8-foot doors throughout. Okay, you got 10-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors. That's always an upgrade with a home. You don't see it with everybody though. So right in here, what would you call this space?
Yep, open flex room, right? A lot of folks like to leave this open standard. We have the option to enclose it, but as you can tell, it just really opens up the house.
Yep.
Depends on your stage of life. You got young kids, you might want to leave this open, have it as a play area or an open office.
And down the road, to be fair, I love it open because a ton of light coming through.
Yep.
You could do this on your own, but you could probably enclose this room.
Absolutely.
Is that an option though? Just curious.
Yeah, you can enclose this with us.
Okay, awesome. Absolutely. So then that would be a private office if you really wanted to. Now, coming in here, this thing really shines here, right? Family room, dining, kitchen combination, massive wide open. I'm looking right here, and this is a massive walk-in closet. Walk-in pantry.
Yep.
Walk-in pantry. Now coming around here, show me around the kitchen.
Yep. So Two Rivers is an all-natural gas community. It's probably one of the best features that you'll see in here.
Yes.
So you got a 36-inch cooktop, which is all natural gas, microwave oven combo on the wall, full built-in kitchen.
Okay.
Oversized island, of course, makes everything nice for entertaining. And then, yes, huge walk-in pantry, dining room table over here.
It's a soft close check.
Absolutely.
Soft close. We got quartz countertops. Love the deep sink, and the wide sink doesn't have that middle section.
Absolutely.
I'm a big cook, especially if you have gas in here. You're going to be cooking. You're going to have some pots and pans. So it's nice to have that space. Right over here, you can see that you have plenty of room for the dining space, and love the glass sliders that go out to your patio. Now, I do see a pool. It's empty right now because we are in, kind of the early stages of this. The grand opening hasn't even happened yet, which we mentioned. So that'll eventually be finished off and pulled in. Now, it's showing a pool. Is that something they have to put in after the fact, or is Pulte allowing you to put a pool in during the build phase?
Yeah, so we partner with the pool company. Folks can build through us through the build process, which is fantastic. We have pool packages that we offer for them with different finishes and styles. And, if you want to have it all done right when you move in and start enjoying it, I'd recommend doing it through the build process. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that's a rarity. I'd say less than 5% of the builders right now are offering to build pools. Once, COVID 2020, last few years, a lot of that went away because of production and slowing things up. Now it's starting to come back, and that's going to make a lot of folks happy. So,
absolutely.
Right over here, let's keep sliding our way through. As we come into the living space, this is a unique setup, just kind of shows how big this space actually is. Right, we've got the nice TV wall, but really you have the sectional couch here. Then it has a little partition. Then you have another sectional couch here, just again showing that space and how you can utilize it. Not everybody has to use it this way, but man, I kind of like that setup because it gives you the flexibility to use that, but then you still have a little bit of like an open, formal sitting area.
Yeah, in a 40-foot product, where have you seen this much living space?
I think we've seen everything down here. I love what I'm seeing so far. But let's get up to the living quarters. A lot of that living space is upstairs, yeah?
Let's do it. So another good elevated feature that we offer, usually you'll see carpet on the stairs, but in Two Rivers, we have the option of going LVP all the way up the stairs.
That's nice. So it matches kind of all the way up.
Absolutely.
You also mentioned to me the spindles on the staircase going up.
Yep. So this is a standard feature as well with the base price that you're seeing online. Most of the times this will be a pony wall where you have to either pay for an upgrade or knock it down after. This comes included in all my 2-story plans.
All right, so Kit, take us into the master bedroom, bathroom. I want to see kind of what's going on here. This is always the, the shining star in a way.
Yep.
So
you got a really nice oversized owner suite. Entering into your big owner's bathroom. You also have a super walk-in shower. Folks love that there's a big walk-in closet outside of the bathroom on this plan. It's probably one of the best features.
A lot of people ask for that. They don't like the humidity or the whatever in the bedroom. And I do see the overhead beams and the tray ceiling, the same thing we saw downstairs.
Absolutely.
So you see that continuing. Let's check out that shower though, because I want to see this thing. So, walking in here, we got a nice double vanity, quartz that match the kitchen downstairs. But I do like this shower. It goes nice and deep. You've got these little pocket windows, and then you've got a nice overhead window, transom window, letting in a ton of light. Rain shower, the black matte kind of finishes, and then I've got the nice seat, so when I want to shave my legs,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, so let's go back out. I want to check out that bonus room, guys.
Yeah, so the beauty of the Scarlet plan is you have a huge loft upstairs, kind of like a living room up here. So, you kids, you can all live life upstairs, just like downstairs. Plenty of room, plenty of storage. And of course, good time in here.
Yeah, a big house like this, you're gonna have kids.
Yeah.
Probably, not always, but probably gonna have kids, and they're gonna want a place to play. I've got a couple kids. My kids would absolutely make this their game room, their playroom, TV, movie room, whatever you wanna call it. And I do like that it's a little bit separated. It's just a different vibe to it. Because normally you come up the stairs, boom, it's right everywhere, and there's no way to hide their toys and all that stuff. This would be a great way to just kind of have it secluded. Absolutely. Especially those movie nights with the family. That'd be awesome setup.
Absolutely.
I also like that it separates the master from the other bedrooms, kind of gives it a nice little buffer, and it gives it a split plan up here on the second story. So give us the rest of the tour up here. What do we have left up here?
Yeah, so across from your owner's suite, you have 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, and of course a big laundry room that separates the bedrooms. This bedroom in front of us has its own bathroom in there, maybe for an older kid, and then you have these 2 bedrooms with the hall bath in the middle. The best feedback I've gotten on this plan for people who've purchased it in the past is they love that their owner's suite is so far away from it, but still within line of sight to see what their kids are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, folks, we are going to kick it up a notch one more time. We're going to head over right next door to the next model, and this is an elevated, model, even higher than what we're seeing right here. This is kind of the big bang in the neighborhood, and wait around because after this, we're going to pick his brain on what kind of incentives we have, what kind of deals are happening, and we're going to learn a little bit more about this neighborhood. All right, so we're starting off this second tour with the Roseland model. Now, this is going to be the 60-foot wide lot, right? We just came away from the 50-foot. So now on this bigger lot, we can expect bigger homes. And, tell us real quick, what are we seeing with this Roseland?
Yeah, so you're seeing just under 4,300 square foot with a lot of flexibility. This starts at 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, goes all the way up to 5.5.
Wow, and how many garage?
3-car garage. So anything on our 60-foot product, which is our Elite Series, will come 3-car.
Okay, awesome. Now, folks, during this tour, again, you're gonna see a couple blue tape, whatever, they're still touching up the model, and that's because it hasn't opened yet. Kind of a bonus of working with my team because we get insider information, insider scoops, we get insider exclusive access to some of these things, and we can deliver these deals to you guys. So, let's go ahead and go on this tour. I'm gonna let, Kit take over here because there's just too much to see on this model, and I'm gonna let him take us around. So right here in the foyer starting off, what do we got?
Yeah, so you have a standard flex room. Nice big office space or just a kid's playroom, but this does have an option for bedroom 5, bathroom 5. So a lot of folks, like the model we looked at earlier, can convert this to a living space with a full bathroom or leave it open for a flex.
Yeah, and being downstairs, I know we probably can't label it that, but mother-in-law suite comes to mind. So many people right now are just multi-generational living or saying, hey, I'm gonna move down to Florida. We have a lot of people relocating. And then they're like, hey, my parents are gonna stay, snowbird it and then go back. And this would be perfect on the, first level.
Absolutely.
For me, this is an awesome office. Nice, spacious office. My wife might try to talk me into a library here, but I really like that coming off the front of the foyer.
Absolutely.
Then as we move in the house, keep us going here.
Yeah, so you're gonna have a formal dining room section here on your left.
Okay.
And then of course, our biggest feature of the Roseland, you have a nice little wine cave tasting room here. One of the best features of this plan is having that option. You're entertaining. If you have a home like this, you probably have a lot of folks over here all the time. This is a great setup for all your guests.
Yes, I mean, I'm a wine guy.
Yeah.
So I would absolutely take advantage of this and deck this out. Just thinking ahead here, have you ever seen anybody kind of do something custom here with those nice gates, or have you heard of anybody talking about that?
Yeah, arches are in right now, so I've seen folks do arches here to go in there, and there's a lot of flexibility that folks do in there without the wine cave.
Yep, so we don't have arches here. That means you can customize some of those things as we go along.
Not with us, but I've seen folks do it after.
Okay, but there are customizations which, we will talk about after this. But, you know, we touched on this on the 50-foot. Coming in here, ceiling height.
Yep.
It's hard to tell through the camera. What do we have?
Yeah, he's got 10-foot ceilings in here as well.
Okay, awesome.
Absolutely.
So same thing, nice height. I can see as we're walking in here, you know, staircase we'll talk about in a second, but as we're coming in here, man, tons of natural light pouring in. There's windows everywhere. Ceilings go up. Now, as we come in here, there's no second floor over this this section. What's that ceiling?
Yep, 20-foot ceiling. So it's a showstopper for the Roseland, having that 20-foot ceiling height in here. You got 3 big, nice windows up top here that let in a ton of natural light. And I mean, let's be honest, if you had this plan, people are over here every day.
Oh, this is where everybody's hanging out.
Yeah,
you have the view of the backyard. I'm sure that you're going to have some nice lots on these 60s.
Absolutely. The home sites are incredible for all of the 60-foot throughout all of Two Rivers.
Yep. So let's do a little spin here. Let's go through the kitchen. I did notice from the dining room, they had a pass-through.
Yep.
So we're going to kind of start there. We have this pass-through area. We had the wine bar before, our little wine area. This might be the coffee nook.
Yeah, coffee nook. We call this the entertainment package or the entertainment section. You know, this is where you can kind of keep some things away from the kitchen area, keep it nice and clean. Or to your point, it's where you set up coffee every morning.
Or more wine.
Yep. Nice big walk-in pantry right off of that. And then this is where your kitchen really begins.
Yep. I don't even have to try the soft close test. I know we have it here. We have the gas set up. This is a little bit different, right? A little more designer.
Yep. Yeah, so we got a wood canopy hood that we're using in this house. Is also, we have cabinets going to the ceiling, which is another feature that we added in our 60-foot product.
Yep.
Also, really popular now, your countertop backsplash is something that we're rolling in.
Yeah, just going the quartz all the way up.
Yep.
Makes it look really nice, really clean.
And then the biggest feature, having these windows on your backsplash, a lot of folks love this, lets a lot of natural light into your kitchen.
Yep. Yeah, and like I said, there's tons of windows, tons of light. For me, I would almost even extend this if you need it. You don't probably need it because you have tons of cabinet space. That a functional island too?
Absolutely.
So functional storage, even on the side of the island, love it. And then right over here, you have, you know, just a nice dining section, right? You have your formal over there. This is more of your casual dining overlooking, again, your gorgeous backyard. You know, we do have a pool over there. I can already see it, so I might as well stop right here and say that. Same setup with the pool. You can build pools within this community, within Pulte. So love having that feature. And again, that's going to be something that you can really take advantage of that Florida living. You know, on those cooler months, everybody just thinks hot summer, but on those cooler months, having that cage out there, that screened in pool area, you can just push these sliders back, kind of extend that inside living outside.
Yep. So. Yeah, your pocket slider on your Roseland comes standard now. So that door goes behind the wall.
Okay, so it disappears.
Yep. And then, of course, you're living life on the lanai. So let's finish off the first floor. Yeah. We got a couple more things to show you before we head upstairs.
Okay, now real quick before we head that way. Okay. Before we go upstairs, I saw the same nice stairwell going up. But this living space is really open. There's 20-foot ceilings, like we said. Not only that, but the views up top, because you can see all the upstairs. You know, for me, I've lived in kind of a similar setup. And for what it's worth, I love that the kids are going to be playing upstairs. They're going to be living up there. They can yell down, "Hey, mom, hey, dad, get me that," you know, and you just have that element where this really starts to come together and starts to feel like home in a way, you know? Now, folks, as we're touring this, there's a ton to see. Anything that you see that you like, do me a favor, you know, throw it in the comments. Let us know what you like about this house, what you don't like, you know, and then again, if you ever need more information on availability or pricing or anything, let me know so I can connect you with Kit, okay? Take us through the rest of it here.
Yeah, so you got the kids over, we're playing. We got a nice big media room downstairs. So what you're seeing in here is a really nice size room. You got, you know, hopefully monitors, place to do homework, place to focus, and then of course play games. Down on the first level, I think is huge. You and I both got kids, line of sight, and you can hear them. That's a good thing.
And even if you don't have kids, you know, you have another perfect office setup.
Absolutely.
You know, tons of different ways you can use this room because it's a great space, really private. Close the doors off. You're good to go. Now moving back this way, I know we just passed this. I did see a full bathroom down here. That leads you outdoors. So if you do put in that pool, it's nice you're not trekking water through the house. You have easy access to a full shower and full bath. And then over this way, kind of a mudroom setup coming in. Is this the garage? Okay.
So coming in off your 3-car, you got a little drop zone, little mudroom with some understair storage. And then of course, entering in, we had our media room, pool bath straight out to the lanai.
That's a perfect way to come home. All right, so with French door entrance to this master, I can already tell that there's going to be some hidden gems in here. So let's walk our way in here. You know, tons of space, tray ceilings. I mentioned it, you know, before, tons of natural light. I don't know that I've seen a master with this much natural light, but you know, that's a king size bed, and there is another 10 feet, 8 feet kind of towards the end of it. So this is massive, but what really makes it massive is kind of this area over here.
Yeah, so in the Roseland, the owners have a huge retreat, right? You come up the stairs, the first thing you're gonna see is a nice retreat area here. It's a good place to start your morning, have some coffee, relax, and again, keep your eye on maybe going downstairs.
Yep.
Oversized owner's suite, which is super nice as well. And then right into your owner's bath here.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Yeah.
Can never have too much room in the master suite. All right, so right in here, right away, this is 1000% unique, okay? It's the layout.
Yep.
So kind of show us what we got here. We got double vanities.
Yeah, so you got a private water room behind you.
Okay.
Double vanity with a little garden tub in the middle separating the two.
Yep.
Directly off of that, you got a nice walk-in shower. The beauty of this plan, you got 2 closets.
Yeah, his and hers.
On both sides.
No fighting over wardrobe. I just like that that's kind of like the centerpiece of this. You know, you don't see that. It's just a freestanding shower just kind of in the middle of everything. And then you have the tub option because you got to have a tub option and a nice master. Are there any different configurations that you can think of off the top of your head for this?
No, this will come just like this. This is actually part of the standard configuration as we see it. All right, so Adam, gotta ask, when's the last time you've been in a home with a catwalk connecting one side of the house to the other?
I've seen one or two. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it is rare. Okay. And what I do like about it is, something that I said downstairs, that the kids can be here. Hey, mom. Hey, dad. You have that connection throughout the whole, the entire family in the home. But up here, what I've noticed so far, just looking around is, and again, I'm gonna let you lead the way because it's like 8 different directions we can go. But I was counting, and it's not the number of bedrooms as much as how much privacy each one has. They have their own space, and it's really spread out so that you're not on top of each other. And I know, just being a parent, sometimes it's like you want your parent side, right? Especially with a master like that, drinking my coffee or whatever. And then the kids have their own little nooks when they need their privacy too.
Yeah.
So so take us through this thing, man.
Yeah, this is all standard with the Roseland, which is fantastic. And
Yep.
then we're gonna come over here to a nice unique setup where we have 2 bedrooms that share the same bathroom with different vanities. Room number 1 here, nice room in the back side of the house. As you can see, we have a vanity here separated.
Okay.
The beauty of this setup is we can portion it off and they both share that common area, that tub and that bathroom.
Okay, so it's kind of like a Jack and Jill setup. And from the lens, it looks kind of open here. But really, it just makes like a open air vanity for the room. That's kind of unique. I'm trying to describe it to you folks, but it's basically no door on the vanity.
Yep.
And then as you move in to the bathroom, and then you have your closet here, right? And then as you move through to the bathroom, you have the full bathtub shower set up. And then again, you're gonna have the identical setup on this other side so that, somebody could brush their teeth while the other one's using the restroom or something. And not to go back to kids, but that's a huge advantage to give them that, they have one bathroom they can share, but their own privacy setup.
Yeah, we don't want them fighting over the vanities.
No, absolutely. Especially with me, I have 2 girls, so eventually it'll be makeup time and, they need that time. So, all right, so we're coming right back out to that main catwalk. All right, folks, master's behind us. Down that way is going to be the where we went in. We went through the wall, came back out the second bedroom. So we have 2 bedrooms up there.
Yep. And then up front here, you got another bedroom with a full bath in there. Right? Thinking about the chapters of life, maybe somebody's a little bit older, they need their own space now. Maybe it's a sibling or whatnot. This would be a perfect setup for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And a neighborhood like 2 Rivers, you're going to have guests.
Absolutely.
So if you don't fill it, it will get filled with guests coming to Florida, coming to see you.
If your guests are visiting this home, they're probably not going to leave.
Yeah, they're gonna want to stay, huh?
They're gonna stay.
Well, good. So, and we did pass a laundry room up here. So this many folks upstairs, there's no question you're gonna have laundry. At least you're not lugging it downstairs. You've got plenty of space up here. Have even your own little built-in sink, right? You could, if you need to scrub some laundry, you could do that in there too.
Yeah, well thought out. The location of it, of course, ideally near all the bedrooms, near where life is being lived, and of course, having it located right here is gonna make life easy.
Yep. Now, folks, follow us over to the sales center, I guess you could say, right? It is gorgeous. I want to show you because, again, they are really going above and beyond with this community. I'm going to go over there and talk to Kit about some of those amenities, some of the specials, right? We're talking really low interest rates on some of these homes. So we're going to talk about that. Follow us on over.
So Adam, we're in our sales center. 2 Rivers, we've gone over the top for everything. We wanted to make sure we did the same thing for our sales center. So upon entering, you're going to be greeted by a nice host here, a place to sit down and kind of make yourself comfortable. And then when you enter into our sales center, we're going to have a lot of places to make this a comfortable environment. So there's a lot to unpack here at Two Rivers, whether it's building a pool, going through structural options and design. We want to make sure that the environment in here is fitting for that.
So just kind of taking you through the experience, all the different levels of, there's tons of questions always with new construction.
Absolutely.
Community, home, amenities, there's a lot to talk about. So this is just kind of an easy way to say, hey guys, it's not a sheet of paper anymore, right?
Right. There's a lot to unpack. It could be a 2-hour visit. Looking at home sites, looking at options, looking at floor plans. So we got a place to sit down. We got a nice cafe lounge that have coffee and refreshments. And then one of the nicest things that we did is we did a build quality room. So this is where folks would see some of the quality materials that we're using on the home. Talk a little bit about the warranty, if they built the home through Pulte. Also with their construction manager, when they start that build process with them, they'll meet in here and kind of go over some of these features in this build quality room behind us.
So it's going kind of past just the cosmetics. It's like, hey, that's nice, it's beautiful, I'm sold on the home. It's like, yeah, but let me go ahead and give you a peace of mind, right? Let's talk about our warranties. Let's talk about during the build process, what you can expect, and even behind the walls.
Absolutely.
Sometimes folks just are buying almost like if they're just shopping at a mall or at a store, like, oh, I love that, Now it's like, this is even going deeper and saying, making sure that you're making the right decision on probably one of the biggest assets of your life, right?
Absolutely.
So
yeah, selling a lifestyle community is super emotional. There's a lot to go into it, a lot of thought, and of course, this is a big part of it, is how that home is crafted, how it's built.
All right, so I'm not letting Kit get away from us just yet. I've got a ton of questions that I know you folks always ask me about: HOA fees, the incentives that I kind of dangled earlier in the video here. I want to let them know all of that right now. The amenities, why they want to live here, not just, hey, we've got 2 beautiful homes, okay? So kicking things off, I'm going to give them what they want quickly. I'm going to talk about the quick incentive. Right now, I know you have 4 homes in pre-sale. Those are turnkey ready to go, or they will be turnkey ready to go. What are some of those incentives that are out there right now? Knowing that, of course, they change, so there's an asterisk on it, but what are those incentives right now?
Yeah, so for the 4 quick move-ins that we have a 3.99 rate that's applicable for those 4 units. Of course, credit, down payment, and DTI are factors that we look at when we quote rate, but those are applicable for that rate. And then if folks want to build, we have a $25,000 incentive if they decide to pick a lot, pick a home site, floor plan, and start building.
All right, so 3.99% they've locked in for a handful of homes. And these are gonna, when those go away, I'm sure that you guys are gonna run other specials and things will pop up. So the best thing you can always do is reach out to me. I can set you up an appointment with Kit and we can get that updated, pricing and availability depending on when you're buying. But you did mention $25,000 that goes towards closing costs, and I won't go too deep into that right now, but how are you able to use that $25,000? Is it rate? Is it closing costs? What does that look like?
Yeah, so for our dirt sales, we're going to be looking at spring of next year. So that $25,000 we'll set aside. As we get closer to closing, we'll figure out how we want to use it.
Okay.
Closing cost, rate promotions. Hopefully rates get a lot better, and they're not going to need to purchase anything like that. But it's a flex cash that they can use, whatever's best fit for them.
All right. So at this point, we've seen the 2 models. I know that which one I like. Folks, if you found which one you like, let us know in the comments. But if you're already sold on the home, you're already sold on, 3.99%, or at least $25,000 if you want to build and customize this thing here in the sales center and work with you. What's life like living here? At this point, I'm going to tell you, Two Rivers, they don't have the amenity center yet, but what's on paper and what is coming really soon, it absolutely blows my mind. And this is a community that is not like anything we've seen. I mentioned some big boys before, Starkey, Fishhawk, Epperson. This is a whole nother animal in its own, right? It has tons of amenities. So let's talk about some of that, and I'm gonna get into the amenities for the major community, but let's talk about what makes this section of the community so special. I did talk about villages before. So it is broken into villages. Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, so with Pulte, we're here in the Delisle Village, and we're expanding into the Hammock Village as well. We're in the heart of the community, which is the best part about our land position where we're at. You're going to have a club fee to visit the landing, which is our assigned amenity center. But the beauty of it is within walking distance. It's literally right behind us here, 100 yards behind us.
Right.
So where we're located at, all of our home sites are just within a walking distance to the landing, which is a fantastic thing for your family, for your kids, for the whole lifestyle. I
feel like you're underselling me on that a little bit. What I mean by that is like you're holding back, because when you told me earlier, my jaw kind of dropped and I was like, dang, I want to live there, right? that community center is way more than just like what we're seeing at some of these neighborhoods.
Yeah,
It is a country club.
for sure.
Right? Everything is elevated here. It's not just your standard, oh, they have a pool. So, tell me a little bit more about that, because you know more about it than me, but it's a country club,
Yeah.
dinner, right? So what kind of dining do they have, or what are they?
You and I have sold a lot of lifestyle communities
Yes.
in the past, and there's nothing like this one that you see. Of course, they're going to have the pool, the pickleball, the bocce ball, and all that, but the lifestyle component inside, what I'm seeing so far as the menu, rotating, poolside service, it's going to be above and beyond inside the landing.
And the gym's a huge one.
Yep.
Sometimes you get these communities where it's like, oh, you have access to this, but not this, or, pickleball courts are for this section. And, here you're getting everything. And really it's specific to this section of the village, because there's is it northern section that's already going?
Section,
That's a whole nother setup, and they don't have the same amenities.
Correct.
I mean, this is dinner service, casual dining. And, I lived at one point in Cheval up in Lutz. This is years back. And my kids loved jumping on the golf cart or the bicycle, whatever. And we just go and bike over to the clubhouse, have dinner, have breakfast. And it's such a convenience for those folks that actually live in here. So again, country club, dinner service, gym. A lot of places are missing gyms right now. Pickleball, it's hot. Tennis, you've got kind of everything right in there. And it doesn't stop there, because you mentioned like, hey, this isn't built yet. So what happens if you move in here, and we'll talk about that in a second, but there are trails. Right? So it's not just like a amenity center, that's it. There's still trails in the community, yeah?
Yeah, it's a really well laid out community. The landowners requested the developers leave a lot of nature and a lot of conservation throughout the community.
Yep.
So you're gonna have tons of walking trails and little pop-up benches and places to kind of hang out and play. Nicely roundabouts and nicely spread out homes throughout the community as well.
Yeah, and I know what a lot of folks are thinking. It's like, okay, elevated home, elevated amenities. Are we going to pay for that?
Absolutely.
Right? Somebody's got to pay for it. So yes, it's starting to become kind of like destination living in a way, where it's like, hey, they are making it so on the weekend, you probably don't have to leave. You love where you live. And yes, you're going to pay for that. It's not for everyone. It's a select, kind of target audience that wants that, right?
Absolutely.
Because if you're never going to use those amenities, guys, it probably doesn't make sense for you. But if you're someone that wants that lifestyle, this is a gold mine in my eyes. So let's talk about the fees that are included with that real quick. I'm not sugarcoating it here. So there are HOA fees and there are CDD fees for you folks. Just kind of tell me the breakdown. I know it breaks down into like 50-foot lots and the 60-foot lots that we saw earlier. So what is that?
Yeah, so our 50-foot product and our 60-foot product have varying CDDs. The HOA is the same for both of them across the board. It's $94 per month, and that'll include your internet.
Okay. So you get something for it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. The CDD for the 60s is going to be $200 per month, and then your CDD for your 50-foot product is going to be $163 per month.
Okay.
And then, of course, the main big question is, what is the club fee going to look like for the country club behind us? There is an estimated $250 a month club fee for the landing, which is right behind us here.
All right. So I work in like all-in numbers in a way. My brain, you just threw out a bunch of numbers.
I got them for you.
All-in numbers for the 50-foot is what?
$543, $550 a month for the 50-foot product when the landing is open.
Okay. And then the 60-foot product?
$575.
Okay. Is that club fee mandatory for living in this section?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's good to know. And then the last thing is, it's not built yet. Are they paying for that? If they buy now, before that's being built, are they paying for that club access if they don't have access to it?
Yeah, the answer is no. So they don't have to pay it until the day that it opens, which is fantastic. For folks that want to get in early, lock that price in, lock that rate in, that's a good benefit for them.
Yeah, a lot of folks like to get in that phase one, because as we know, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, that price is always going to kind of go up, especially if the demand is here, which I feel like it will be from the calls you've already started getting.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, all right, and you guys know, just like we had access, which I thank Kit for all his time and getting us in, but we're not done. There's one little more bonus that I want to kind of dangle for you guys with Kit, and then I'm going to go over and talk to you about the amenities and why you might want to live here, and we're even going to mention a couple other builders here, but the bonus is that, maybe the 50-foot product didn't have enough for you. Maybe you liked what you saw with the 60-foot product, but this isn't even technically advertised, or it's slightly advertised, but not too many people are talking about it yet. You mentioned to me that there is another product coming within the next year or so, year plus. What is that?
Yeah, so we're super excited. We're gonna be rolling out a 70-foot product in here. The floor plans are fantastic.
Even bigger.
Oh yeah, they're really nicely laid out on some beautiful home sites as well. And of course, you know, moving up again to a more luxury home, they're gonna be showstoppers.
And you guys pulled these models, these floor plans from other areas. It wasn't even like something we have in Tampa. So this is gonna be completely new designs, 70-foot, the biggest, baddest in the area with probably some of the premium lots.
Absolutely, 100%.
So yeah, so if you need even more than what we showed you with the Roseland, is that right? Then stay tuned because we're gonna have that as soon as it comes out, he'll get us in. All right, so folks, stick with me. I got a little bit more on the backside of this video for you. Now I do wanna mention other builder options in case Pulte isn't your cup of tea, and I'll do just that in a moment, but let's quickly take a look at the overall neighborhood and break things down by villages and amenities that are coming to Two Rivers. Living in Two Rivers is all about choosing the lifestyle you want. In typical master plan communities, you will find everyone in the community shares the same amenities, but it's not like that in Two Rivers. Here you'll have different villages to choose from, all with unique exclusive amenities for that specific village, allowing you to control your budget and lifestyle. Throughout the community, all areas have a pristine wooded landscape, outdoor play area for kids, community parks, and built-in ultra-fi Wi-Fi internet service. But let's jump to the map to check out the more tailored lifestyle options. The Landing at Two Rivers is a resort-style private social club, members only, where you can enjoy pickleball, tennis, enjoy a meal at the restaurant, get poolside service as you lounge out at one of the two pools, or you can shed the dad bod and get pool ready at the fitness center. The neighborhoods that will have exclusive access to the Landing will be the Tamarack, Rylesfield, Fairwoods, Hammock, Delisle, and Shortgrass. The current builders in these communities include Pulte Homes, Homes by West Bay, Taylor Morrison, coming soon, William Ryan Homes, Park Square, and a few more potentially that have yet to be announced. Now next up we have Northwater, which again is a members-only clubhouse. It includes a resort-style pool, walking trails, a playground, and outdoor seating with umbrellas. D.R. Horton is the only current builder in Northwater. Right next door we have Childers, which will be very similar to what we saw in Northwater with a stunning pool, clubhouse, lounge chairs, a grassy play area, playground, and walking trails for its residents to enjoy. Lennar Homes is the current builder in Childers. Now the Nest is the fourth community center thus far, and while I have limited information on it, it will be open to the residents of the following four villages: Archer, Ackley, Fieldcrest, and Creekwood. Now as we look at the map, you can see the fold near the bottom that says luxury home sites and golf course. Well, the developer secured an additional 2,000 acres of land to the south entering into Hillsborough County and has plans to add a luxury golf course, a spa, and possible equestrian center. The developer is being meticulous with the community design, creating different lifestyles to choose from. Back up in the northern section, they also have plans for a K through 12th grade school, a regional district park, and 3.3 million square feet of office, retail, and commercial space. Things are really getting excited in Two Rivers, and I'm seeing builders breaking out all the tricks and doing things outside the norm to really stand out, including the amount of builder choices we have in Two Rivers. Currently selling and coming soon, the builders will include D.R. Horton, Lennar, Homes by West Bay, M.I. Homes, William Ryan Homes, Casa Fresca, Kinward Living, Meritage Homes, Park Square Homes, Pulte, and Taylor Morrison, and I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a few more names thrown in the pot as things continue to develop. I truly believe Two Rivers will make a statement in the area and will become a premier community following the likes of many that we named earlier. I believe it will put Zephyrhills on the map, and this community is definitely one to keep your eye on for the next few years. Even with all the amazing amenities I mentioned, more builders to choose from than I have ever seen in one community, and a place where you have many lifestyles to choose from, it doesn't mean this community is the one for you and your family. I say let's explore your options to see what's the best fit. If you are looking to move to Tampa or simply trying to find the best place to live for you and your family, reach out to my team and realtors that eat, sleep, and breathe Tampa real estate, and just let us be your local real estate resource. Contact us anytime. Our info is right there on the screen, and make sure to visit my channel for more videos just like this showcasing the amazing lifestyle in Tampa. Thank you for watching, and until that next video, I'll catch you later. Yeah.